Can everybody hear me? All right. Wonderful. All right, good morning and welcome to MCCH's annual home conference. We are very excited to have you guys all here with us today. We have some amazing content planned throughout the day. My name is Jen Schiller. I'm the Chief Programs Officer at Montgomery County Coalition for the Homeless. And I have the great pleasure of rattling off a number of logistics things before we actually get started. So if you got a pen, you might want to write it down because I have like 3 pages of stuff to remember. If not, just ask at the registration desk. Okay, first off, this is a sold-out conference, which means you'll need to get to your session about 5 minutes before. I realize there are a few seats still remaining in this room, but please know that we have sold above and beyond tickets, so people are probably still traveling to get here. All of the sessions will be full, so please get to your session 5 minutes early if there's a session that you really, really want to see. All right, next, hall guides. So all of the hall guides and other conference staff will have a little badge that says staff in white underneath, so if you have questions about where to go or what to do, because we will be in 2 different buildings today. This is Gilchrist Hall. The building outside and to the right is the Academic and Research Building, so we'll be on the first floor of that building as well. We would also like to thank Johns Hopkins for this amazing space that they provided to us today. So thank you to Barbara and the folks at JHU, Tom, who set up all the technology that you'll see today, and we'll thank them again a little while later. All right, so at this point, everybody should have a folder, and if you open up your folder, you'll see a few very important documents. The first one that I need to tell you about is the CEU form. So you need to complete this form and submit it at the registration desk before you leave today. If you don't, you will not get CEUs. If you don't know what CEUs are, then you don't need to fill out the form. All right, on the same side of that folder, there's a map of Johns Hopkins and additional reading material. So you can look at that at your leisure. Right side of the folder is the agenda, a welcome letter from Susie, and an invitation to the Veterans Reception, which starts at 4 o'clock today. So we hope everybody here can join us for that wonderful event. If you have a blue folder, I don't, but if you do, you're going to the Federal Policy Roundtable. So you will also have an invitation to that in there. It's limited. So there's only 50 or so of you that have those folders. The rest of us will go someplace way cooler. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Especially to HUD, I'm totally kidding. All right, so all of your food, including breakfast, lunch, snacks, everything is upstairs on the 2nd floor. Please note there's no eating or drinking in the auditorium. If you're doing that now, hide your stuff. Johns Hopkins University is a smoke-free campus. If you want to smoke, you will need to go across the street and more than 40 feet away from any campus property, at which point you will run into the National Cancer Institute, so you'll have to go away. Do not smoke on this campus, anywhere, all right? Drive somewhere else. Okay. Restrooms are located outside the auditorium doors to your right. Elevators are to your left. If you were lost or confused or you weren't paying attention to anything I was saying, please go to the registration table and they will help you out with the rest of the details. Information about conference materials. We did not print everything and put it in your folder this year. You can go online and check that out. Please tweet with us, #Home2016. I just wanted to say hashtag this morning. And now I'd like to introduce Susie Sinclair-Smith. She is the Executive Director of Montgomery County Coalition for the Homeless, and she will officially welcome us today.
Jen has put a lot of work into planning this conference, so let's start out by giving Jen a big round of applause. I just want to welcome everybody to our home conference. This is a conference that Montgomery County Coalition for the Homeless has been having for many years, and we have evolved to a new high, I would say, for our conference. We're now located at Johns Hopkins University with free space. We have a sold-out crowd. The last couple of years we've had a federal policy roundtable. We've really been focusing also on connecting with our state and local partners so we can really learn from best practices and also our partners can learn from us as well. So it's just very exciting to have so many people in the audience. I'm looking around and it's just so many connections. So I encourage everybody during your free time to really reach out and connect to each other. We are also here, and I just want everybody to give everybody a round of applause for ending veteran homelessness in the country. This was a true public-private partnership, a true collaboration. So many people contributed in so many different ways. So again, we encourage you to stay and have our community celebration for ending veteran homelessness at 4 o'clock today at the end of the conference. As you know, please note the title of our conference today, Empowering Change for Vulnerable Populations. What we're going to be doing today is focusing on, and this is one of the strategies that exists on the federal level of focusing and celebrating the fact that we ended veteran homelessness. But what are some of the lessons we learned from that particular population? What are some of the systemic changes that we created? How can we institutionalize those so as we focus on other vulnerable populations, such as the chronically homeless population, youth, families, LGBT population that intersects all of them. How can we institute some of those changes? So today is going to be about learning about the best practices, how we reached that goal, how we can reach that goal with other partners. Also this year, and welcome, we're having a special afternoon session on partnerships with the criminal justice system, and we just have awesome members on all different levels here in Montgomery County. So I think that's going to be a very exciting workshop. I do want to, as Jen said, we have incredible speakers today that are going to inspire us, and they are creating real change, not only here in the United States, but all over the country. So I want you all to absorb as much as you can and think about how it reflects on the particular work that you do. Also, we are really primed to make a huge difference nationally. We have a small population that is experiencing homelessness. We have very engaged public leaders. We have an incredible new Interagency Commission on Homelessness, thanks to our past Council President George Leventhal. We have a new strategic plan that is fashioned after the federal strategic plan, so we're really aligned with federal priorities. We have this awesome network of committees that I hope all of you are a member of that meet regularly to see how we can address discharge issues, reach the most vulnerable population. So it's a very exciting time here in Montgomery County. So today we hope that this will help spur your thinking and engagement, and we want to be the first location in the United States to end homelessness. And that means and for people who say, well, what do you mean ending homelessness? There is a definition that homelessness becomes rare, so very few people fall into homelessness. It's a brief experience when you do fall into homelessness, and the intervention or supports we give people make it non-recurring, that they're such that people can move stably on out of homelessness. So welcome. I do want to thank again Johns Hopkins University. This is an incredible community partnership. Also encourage you again to stay for the reception so we can all celebrate. I think there have been various levels of celebration, but it's really about all the work that we do in the community. I now have the great honor to introduce my friend and colleague, past president, current member of the Montgomery County Council. The laser focus that he places on homelessness, including his dissertation at the moment, has really served Montgomery County well. He's been a true advocate for us in so many different ways. I did learn something new about Councilmember Leventhal at the National Alliance on Homelessness Conference. We went on the Hill visits, and I had forgotten that he worked for Senator Barbara Mikulski, and so that is good training ground for what you accomplished today. So thank you, George, for being here. And also, this is budget season, and George is now voting on all of our budgets in this room. So we're very fortunate to have him come out and join us today.
Thank you, Susie, so much. Good morning, everyone. It's really terrific that we're able to convene some of the best minds in the business of serving and helping people, and I wish I could stay all day. I will spend as much time today as I possibly can. As Susie said, the County Council is working on the budget, and I'm trying to save the money for the Coalition for the Homeless and other people-serving organizations, Interfaith Works and Bethesda Cares and others, so I do need to get back there and look out for these dollars. You know that the County Council's appropriation last year of $500,000 for local housing vouchers was what put us over the edge, along with the extraordinary help of the federal government, Congressman Chris Van Hollen, the Veterans Administration, help from our Housing Opportunities Commission and many others, but if it was not for the local dollars, we would not have achieved our goal of a functional zero for veterans homelessness. So we need to maintain that commitment, and as long as I serve in public office, I assure you that will be my commitment. We need to have a government on the side of those clients who need the most help. And from the standpoint of county government, I want to acknowledge that we lost a great one a few weeks ago, and I see Sarah Black and Neely Soni are here, who worked under the tremendous leadership of Nadeem Khan, who was our Director of Special Needs Housing. He lost his battle with cancer a few weeks ago, and if we could just take a brief moment to think of Nadeem. He lived a life well lived. He devoted his life to finding housing for people who are unable to take care of themselves. If we could just take a moment, I know his family would appreciate it. Thank you, that's nice.